And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon. And David.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Lillard against Holiday. The putback. It's good on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Lillard against Holiday. There's the pass to Giannis. He kicks it to Middleton. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Pass to McCollum and stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Lillard surveying the D. Lopez grabs the board.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Middleton on the wing. Back to Lopez. Shoots over Covington. Lopez, no luck. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Covington. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Middleton. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Holiday. Off target from the wing.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Holiday finds Middleton. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic, and Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And the basket by Lillard.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. 2 points. That one goes. Giannis has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, how about the concentration of Antetokounmpo? I mean, he expects to get hit when he's taking it strong to the rim and still is able to muscle his way through contact.
And Kanter able to finish.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
1:24 left in the first quarter. Middleton with it. Lillard picks him up. On the wing, DiVincenzo sinks the triple.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Lillard, the pass to Kanter. Back to Lillard. For the three. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Out to Anthony. Pass to Powell. Lillard with it. Down low. And the basket by McCollum.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. DiVincenzo against McCollum. DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
Now Lillard. 1 second left. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks ahead, up 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody gonna come.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Trailblazers shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. That shot off. So Milwaukee, they'll take it the other way. Connaughton kicks to Portis. Back to Connaughton. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Anthony. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Taken away by Holiday. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And Portis throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Simons. Nice move. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Holiday. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
For the Trailblazers, Giles comes in for Cantor. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Anthony. Teague dishes to Forbes. To the paint. It's stolen. And now here comes Jones leading the break.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Teague the pass to Forbes. Now Tucker. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Now, here's Portis. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. Clock at 4. And the Bucks miss again. Portland leading by 4. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here is Forbes. Portland making their last shot. Back to Portis. They can't stop the run with that one.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Back to Jones. Out left to the wing. From the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Inside. Here's Tucker. Portis trying to free himself. Tucker can't get it to go.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And they will call over the back on the play.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. And no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq... And...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in its center. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. Finished off the break. And that's 10 points for Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Lillard against Holiday. On deep. Powell kicks to Lillard. For 3, Covington. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Lopez outside. Covington against Giannis. The shake. And it's good on the way in. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Antetokounmpo.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Offensive rebound.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Holiday with it. He's got 6. Giannis kicks to Middleton. Holiday looking over the floor. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
And he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
And Clark, they sit back in Greece. All of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Antetokounmpo inside. Covington's there. And Covington sends it back.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
Powell finds Lillard. The tray. That shot is off.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk. But later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Cantor, the pass to Simons. That three off the mark. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 3. Back to Holiday. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Drew Holiday.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Cantor. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Portland leading.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now here's Teague. No points in the game yet for him. Left side, Portis. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Trailblazers lead by 1. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Bucks trail. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. Bobby Portis out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Teague. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo to take the lead, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
T-shirt. Make some noise.
sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And so here's Portland. Here's Lillard. Outside, Covington. Fires the 3. No good on that one. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. From down in the low post, it goes. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks. Lillard against DiVincenzo. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Now Giannis. Outside Teague. Shot clock at 6. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Yeah, the speed of Teague on the drive could not be stopped or contained. He finished off that play with some real power.
Lillard against DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. Trailblazers keep it alive. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. And then for Milwaukee, Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Drew Holiday in for T. Here's McCollum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Here's Holiday. C.J. McCollum comes up with a rebound. McCollum's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Holiday dishes to Forbes. Back to Holiday. Stolen by McCollum. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. That ties it up.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Lillard against Howard. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And so Milwaukee again turning it over.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Powell kicks to Lillard. McCollum outside. 6 on the shot clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. There's Covington. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Covington's gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
Nurkic the pass to Lillard. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. McCollum left side to Lillard to take the lead. But they'll get another chance. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Powell, no one around him. They grab their own miss.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to bend guys off and get those rebounds.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Holiday. Money!
What an offensive force Holiday can do when he's going like this.
24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Covington. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And, you know, the calm nature of Covington, even in tense moments, he stays relaxed, he keeps his composure, and finds ways to nail these shots.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 9 seconds left in the fourth. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
So a close game sees Milwaukee take. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight, some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Clippers, they've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Zubats in at the 5. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And here's McCollum for 3. Covington kicks to Powell. Back to Covington. Over Morris. And it's sent back by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks. You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second-chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. And Jusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. But, hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Now, here is Morris. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here comes the break. Charity stripe shot. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Portland the other way. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Powell, no one around him. Portland, no good that time either. Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. From deep, George. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Tries it from 9. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Leonard against Powell. Beverly for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Powell. He kicks to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 3. Out to the wing. Outside Leonard. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
A pick-and-roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
McCollum against George. Leonard and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And finished off by Leonard.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Here's Leonard. The Blazers getting the bucket.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And the dunk by Powell.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate, McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Now Beverly. The pass to Zubac. And it goes down 2 points. 8 seconds left in the first. Lillard outside. And another 3 for Portland.
Lillard so focused, even from way outside. He knows he can still make these shots.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's man in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Simons. Pass to Canner. Puts the move on. Shoots over Cousins, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Crafty pump fake by Cantor right there. Outwitted the defender and won himself a trip to the line.
And Cantor drops them both. Now here's Jackson. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Cousins. Here's Kennard. 6 to shoot.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. To the wing right side. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Pass to Oturu. Kicks it to Cousins. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Jones. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Jones has got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers. And Los Angeles guys shooting 47%. Pretty solid. Jackson passes to Cousins. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Cousins has got 4 this quarter.
Well, you can't leave somebody that wide open when Jackson's running the show. Reggie will find him every time.
To the wing on the left. The pass to Giles. To the inside. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Pass to Oturu. Back to Kennard. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Clippers lead by 1.
It's Kennard's ability to create that sets him apart. I mean, gets inside, finds himself a shot.
Giles, the pass to Simons. Here's Giles. Cousins pulls it in. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's George after the made shot from Robert Covington. George finds Leonard.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Here is Lillard. 8 points for him. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night.
Sometimes it's impossible to contain Nurkic. At his height and weight, he's great at finishing through contact.
And Beverly kicks to Zubats. The dish to George. Goes up to the stripe. Gets a hand on it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You really admire how fierce Morris is on the glass. He never gives up on keeping the next possession alive.
Lillard against Beverly. Passes to Powell. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. .30 seconds left in the first half. Beverly with the ball. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Lillard misses. And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Powell in at the 3 slot. McCollum dishes to Kanter. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. No coverage that time.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
George passes to Beverly. Now, here's Zubats. Dishes it to Leonard. Outside, George. Stolen by Kanter. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Leonard looking around. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
Count that bucket.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The Clippers in the lead. Now Beverly. Pass to Zubats. Back to Beverly. Outside, George. No good. Excellent D from Kanter. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Anthony gets it to go.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists. And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
And there's the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Back to Powell. Morris against Anthony, and there it is for him. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Here's Leonard after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. No good from 11 feet. Portland leading. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Back to Lillard. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Lillard is such a crafty finisher. Even when he takes a pounding, he sticks with it.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Cousins finds Rondo. Pass to Kennard. Batum against Covington. A shot by Batum, no good. The Blazers on offense. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Jones, the pass to Covington. Here's Nurkic. Gets it to fall from the right block. Nurkic has got the lead up to 6 now for Portland.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Rondo passes to Batum. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
The dish to Nurkic. Down low. Covington's shot is off. Clippers trail by 6. Oturu, the pass to Cousins. Lays it up and banks it in. Cousins has got 6.
For a bigger guy, Cousins possesses such a nice touch. A 270-pounder plus with finesse, not easy to guard.
Here's Simons. Over Kennard. Here's Nurkic. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Trailblazers ending the third. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. We've got Reggie Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Here's Kennard's mechanics on full display. Makes the mid-range shot look almost effortless.
Passes it to Simons. And he makes good on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Jackson. And they pick up 2.
And Jackson is very good at catching the D off guard, especially inside where he needs to be fast in getting that shot off.
4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Out to the right wing. Uncovered. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight. And the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson has tremendous hops. You call those pogo sticks, especially how he just gets up so easy and takes it home.
Simons, the pass to Covington. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Portland also making some changes. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Robert Covington. Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Leonard dishes to Morris. And Cousins kicks to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Now here's Lillard. Over Beverly. And it's Lillard missing. And that's an intentional foul for the Trailblazers. Nurkic checked in for Giles. Cantor comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And Norman Powell subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Here's Leonard. And a lot of contact on that one. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And he comes up with the deuce. And that's 13 points for Lillard.
But Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Powell against Leonard. Lays it up off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lillard. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Morris outside. He dishes it to George. Shot from the wing. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead. 44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. Zubats is checked in for Los Angeles. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Robert Covington's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Knocked away and stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. A three from McCollum. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
And McCullough is a lethal scorer, especially when the game is on the line. Love how under control he is.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, in overtime, Beverly has established himself as just a defensive specialist, juggernaut, an absolute pest who plays his tail off on both ends of the floor. You got to just have a sense of calm at the line. He has it here, and he just put the game to bed.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of it.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was up for grabs. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to... Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's the NBA on 2K Sport. D8.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
And the Clippers starting five. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. And here's Beverly. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I play under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Giannis. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Here's George. Passes it to Beverly. Back to George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And he can't bank that one in. Giannis with it. Guarded now by Morris. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim. It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Now here's Beverly. He dishes it to Leonard. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Floats it up for Giannis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
George with the ball. Fires from the line. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here is Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. George passes to Zubats. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Out left to the wing. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. 5 on the clock. It's Solenbaum to Tecumbo. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Drew does it how it's supposed to be done. Changes ends quickly, puts himself in the right position to finish.
1:10 left here in the opening quarter. Leonard on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by George. 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Middleton looking it over. Lopez outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Inside. 5 to shoot. And to Tecumbo.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday stand very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Now, here is George. The pass to Leonard. Outside for George. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got his second basket of the night.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Holiday. The layup off target. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers lead. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was...
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go-around. Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Portis.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
That's the move Jamarcus is capable of executing, using his strength to power through the contact.
Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Outside Teague. Pass to Portis. Oturu with the rebound.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 8. Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Mora, the pass to Portis. Here's Tucker. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Passes it to Kennard. He feeds it to Cousins. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
And the Clippers making a change here. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 10-point game. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Lopez has it in the corner. Outside Teague. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there is almost no stopping.
Now here's Rondo. 1:52 left now here in the second. He kicks it to Cousins. Rondo on top, covered by Giannis. And that one's good. Cousins.
As much as today's game is being played on the perimeter, it's good to see Cousins attacking inside.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Teague, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And here's Rondo. Kicks to Batum. Stolen by Middleton. And it's the Bucks on the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills. And tonight, it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Now here's Rondo. Dishes it to Batum. Rondo passes to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Rondo. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And an incredible display of awareness there. Giannis, a great read on the defensive end and understands this team wants to run.
Rondo against Middleton. Outside Jackson. 16 seconds left to play here in the half. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's been the guy. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up. And that does it for our...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. Outside Leonard. Count the basket. Leonard's got 8. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Now, here's Zubac. Here's Morris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Marquise, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Bucks trail by 4. Outside Holiday. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. To the middle. And it's good, 2 points.
Beautiful by Bobby Portis. Catches it in rhythm, and we know about the confidence he has.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've led by as much as 10. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Holiday. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. The three-pointer, no good. Bucks trail by 4. Pass break, Milwaukee. And with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. To the paint, here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
Flexing at the rack, Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
To the inside, and to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Holiday against Beverly. Leonard kicks to George. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. A minute 42 left to play here in the third. On the wing, Giannis. Giannis is double from 12 feet out. Man with the rebound. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Beverly. It's good. Beverly's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, blowing past the defense, Patrick Beverly gets up and down the court in a blink.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Back to Holiday. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
And I love when Lopez attacks like this, putting his size and long strides to great use there.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Down low. And there's George. That's good on the assist from Leonard. George has got 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. A different look for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And here's Kennard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. That one drops for him.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Checking in for Milwaukee. 19 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Middleton on the wing. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Outside Jackson, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
Teague with the ball. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Clippers on top, leading by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And Tucker has it in the corner to tie it up. Forbes can't get it to go.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. George is checked in for Reggie Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Cousins. Good on the bucket.
One of the best passes at the center position. Just another way Cousins affects scoring.
Holiday, the pass to Forbes. Portis against Cousins. Portis kicks to Middleton. Right side Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Cousins. George passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Tips it up. And staying with the play, Middleton.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now, here is George. T right on him. Middleton against Leonard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Timeout.
And the Clippers lead by 7.
I mean, there's no question about it. When DeMarcus attacks the offensive boards, he gives the team a different attitude.
Timeout called, the Bucks. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. It's good on the putback.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
Now, here's Beverly, taken away by Holiday. Here's DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Paul George. Clippers leading by 3. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Zubac is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Beverly.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now, here's Zubac. To the inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Giannis. And they double up Giannis. The kick out to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Giannis.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
George against DiVincenzo. Right side George. Zubac, the pass to Beverly. Back to Zubac. Feeds to Morris. Count it.
Important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
58 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
And the Clippers making a change here. Rondo's checked in.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a two-possession game now.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Now here's Leonard. Now the pass to Rondo. Now here's Zubac. The feed to Morris. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Zubac in the post. Lopez covering. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Middleton outside. This would tie it. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. That's a look at our setting tonight. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Holiday dishes to Giannis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Nurkic with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the ball, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now here's Covington. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard against Holiday. It's good. Lillard's got the first points on the scoreboard for Portland.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Giannis against Covington. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Powell. McCollum outside. And it's off from three-point range. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. With a step back. Middleton can't get it to go.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez right side. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
The 3 from McCollum. Kept alive. Nurkic feeds it to Covington. Lopez with the steal. Here's Giannis.
Oh! Big-time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Lillard against Holiday. Now, here's Lillard, guarded closely, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Outside Holiday. To the middle. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Holiday. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Kicks it out to Giannis. To the paint. Holiday against Lillard. The shot by Holiday, no good.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to DiVincenzo. Giannis inside. Working on Nurkic. Nurkic with the block. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Portis. The shot misses. Excellent D from Cantor. Portland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Outside Holiday. Launches it. That shot misses. And it's Portland the other way. Anthony down low. Defended by Portis. Out to the right wing. Here's Simons. Hands it from downtown.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Looking to end the run. And Cantor pulls it down. Bobs it up for Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've... And recently on the subject of trash talking,
I like to stay locked in to the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
We've got Holiday. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the three. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Outside, Jones. Portland moving the ball around. McCollum passes to Simons. He was all alone on that one. Simons has got the lead up to 9 now for Portland. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Over to the left wing. And Forbes kicks to Holiday. Tucker the pass to Portis. Inside. Shot clock at 5. No one near him. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And, Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. McCollum outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Pass to Powell. And here's Nurkic. Lillard outside. Over Teague. Milwaukee with the rebound. Now the Bucks moving it up. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Lopez finds Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Lillard against Teague. And there's the pass to Powell. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And it's sent back by Lopez. And now here comes Teague leading the break. There's the feed to Giannis. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
And Middleton kicks to Teague. Lopez passes to Giannis. Back to Lopez. He feeds it to Giannis. And foul on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Lillard attacking. That one good for 2. Lillard's got 8.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. Covington with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Nurkic with the steal. Takes a 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the end.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. Guys, is he... And...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center filling out the middle.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Bucks trail by 6. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington.
And, you know, really, when you look at Antetokounmpo, he's got it all. I mean, he can score it, rebound it. He passes it pretty well, defends with intensity, and He's really versatile and going to continue to get better because of his work ethic.
Passes to Cantor. He kicks it to Powell. Back to Cantor. Just 5 to shoot. Yep, that one goes. Cantor's got his second bucket.
And that's just all muscle there. Cantor is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Nifty move. He lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points here in this quarter.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Holiday against Lillard. Here's Anthony. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Anthony's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Back to Holiday. Launches a 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
And stolen by Lillard. Here's Anthony. Finished off the break. And it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Pass to Cantor. Kicks it to McCollum. It's Powell on the wing. 6 to shoot. They get it back. And Cantor able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And Portland with a change here too. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Here's Portis. Misses off the left iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Hollis Jefferson kicks to Powell. His 3-pointers off the mark.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Count it. Good. Middleton's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Here's Lillard. He's got 13. There's 47 seconds left in the 3rd. Feeds it to Cantor. That one doesn't go. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And it's Middleton penetrating. Takes the 13-footer. And the shot is good. Middleton's got 6 points.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shots. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
.30 seconds left to play in the 3rd. On the wing, Jones. Here's Simons. 5 points in the game. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. It's good.
You know, Hollis Jefferson is a guy who's known for his energy and physicality. Nice to see him using that muscle to power through the defense.
Now Middleton. Tucker controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Bucks, we've got Bobby Portis. E.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. But they get it back. Here is Forbes. There's the pass to Connaughton. Shot clock at 5, and the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Bucks passing it around. A rebound by Simons. Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time, rising up for the dunk.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Rebounded by Anthony. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now, here's Covington. He's guarded closely. To the inside, Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Nurkic can't hit.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
For the Trailblazers, Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Giles is subbed in for Robert Covington. And that one drops. And now it's just a 4-point Portland lead.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. For the Trailblazers, Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. McCollum comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it, that's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Here's Lillard, hits the J after faking out the D with the quick up fake. And the Trailblazers lead by 4. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. .152 left in the game. And to the Antetokounmpo inside. Trying to get open is Lopez. The rebound by Giles.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And there's Cantor on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. On his high post. He's against Cantor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Lillard from outside. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The wide open look here for Holiday. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
McCollum outside. To the right side. There's the 3. He can't get it to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Holiday against Lillard to tie it up. Good. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
What an offensive force Holiday can be when he's going like this.
And here's Portland. Lillard outside. The high post shot. Oh, no good on the dunk.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. We bring you tonight into Portland. And with
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in a power forward. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Off target from outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That is his first foul of the game. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw tonight.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Here's Beverley. Now the dish to George. To the middle, Nurkic with the steal. The pass to Powell. Back to Giles. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's George. And the rebound by Nurkic.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the dunk by Powell.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. 7-point differential. George passes to Leonard. Shoots over Powell, and Leonard gets it to go.
That's a quick move, and that's a soft touch. That's mid-range opportunities for Kawhi Leonard to cash in on.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Leonard with the steal. Beverly dishes to Morris.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draw.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Giles is checked in. Pass to McCollum. Now Lillard. No good from outside. Pass to Oturu. And there's the feed to Cousins. Stolen by Cantor. McCollum against Kennard. And Portland turns it over again. And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. .151 left to play here in the first. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Feet out. They get it back.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Lillard. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Trailblazers leading by 3. Jones drives in. Here's Cantor. And the rejection by Cousins.
Well, offensively, you better respect the reach of DeMarcus Cousins. Terrific at getting a hand on that one and swatting it away.
Jackson deciding where to go with it.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Cousins becoming more focused at being a better passer and a more efficient shooter, improving some of the aspects of his game that have made him an all-star in the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Giles. Robert Covington comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Covington. Kennard with the rebound. Here's Cantor. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. They shoot again. Back to Cantor. Covington passes to Carmelo. Kicks it out to Covington. Cantor trying to free himself up. And Cantor able to finish.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Outside Jackson. With 1 on the clock. Kennard for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers lead. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback stuff.
Old school basketball. Yeah.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Luke Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's man in at the 3 slot. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Jones. Beverly, the pass to Morris. Stolen. Here's Simon, and that one is hammered home.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And George kicks to Beverly. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Clock at 6. Leonard attacking. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. 3-point lead. And Kanter throws it down.
Using some brute force to take it strong to the rack. Kanter leaving nothing to chance.
And so here are the Clippers. Beverly, the pass to George. Back to Beverly. Takes the 3. They get it again. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Enes Kanter. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Zubac. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Anthony kicks to McCollum. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Lillard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible, and I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Kicks it out to McCollum. 5 on the clock, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Giles checked in for Portland. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Clippers trail by 5. George passes to Beverly. Here's Zubac. To the middle, stolen by McCollum. Pass to Powell. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 5. Powell with it. Leonard picks him up and finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic around there, big and right on top of the cylinder.
LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside, George. 1:35 left in the first half of the game. Leonard kicks to George. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams.
That finish.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Leonard with the ball. Good work defensively by Jones.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Leonard, no luck. Portland leading by 9. Jumps up. Here's Lillard. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Out to Morris. Beverly wide open. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Leonard inside. The pass to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And so it's Portland in control with the 9-point lead. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding it. And that'll do it for us. The third.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 9 points. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in its small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The Trailblazers shooting the ball at 42%. And the dunk by Powell.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Clippers trail by 11. Here's Leonard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
He's one of the most uniquely built players in the NBA, and Kawhi Leonard draws contact often. I'm not sure he feels it, but he gets it. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Kennard against McCollum. Here's Lillard. He gets it in there. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
Leonard draws the double. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. That one goes in. Leonard's got 6 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Lillard. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Here's Lillard. Offensive rebound. Off with the layup. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Jackson. Some solid defense from Lillard. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Well, he's a great shooter who can just make plays for others. McCollum with a nice assist that time.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Powell against Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lillard, the pass to Giles. This is to Nurkic. The layup missed. Clippers trail by 9. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jones. Oturu, the pass to Cousins. Over Kansas. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Portland leading by 9. Lobs it up for Anthony. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Melo has to be in position for plays like that. That time, perfect position.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Oturu. Anthony with the block.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
To the paint. Here's Cantor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cantor's got 6.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Clippers trail by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kennard against Jones. Kennard, the pass to Oturu. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. 1:04 left to play here in the third. Here's Simons. Passes it to Jones. 6 to shoot. Takes it out to Covington. There's the triple. Jones, no luck. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Man passes to Oturu. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 6th rebound on the night. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Shakes him. And Anthony lays it in. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint.
Now here's Jackson. He's tightly guarded. Back to Cousins. Here's Oturu. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Portland riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. Lillard looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 from McCollum. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
George against McCollum. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Back to Lillard. It's Carmelo Anthony on the way. Portland needs to get off a shot over Beverly. And it's Lillard missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Paul George. Now here's Lillard. He dishes it to McCollum. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Cantor dishes to Lillard. Over Beverly, and there's Lillard on the assist from Enes Kanter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Leonard draws the double. And the shot goes down.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now McCollum. Lillard outside. He feeds it to Carmelo. Clippers trail by 11. Morris into the lane. And Morris throws it down.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Lillard with it. Anthony on the wing. Here's McCollum. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. McCollum's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Here's Leonard, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
McCollum outside. It's Powell on the wing. Kicks it to Lillard. Anthony left side. Over Morris. With the clock winding down, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Trailblazers.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Enes Kanter.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Anthony kicks to McCollum. There's the dish to Lillard. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
This is what you're going to get with Lillard. He's a gunner, and right now he's gunning from deep range.
George way outside. It falls.
Both teams running perimeter orient.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it. everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George, and it's Zubac in at the center position. Now here's Leonard. Over Giannis. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Over George, and that one hits back iron. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And the wide open shot from Morris. It's hauled in by Giannis.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Moving it up. Stolen by Middleton. Fast break, Milwaukee. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. They grab their own miss. Fires for three. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday stand very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Here's Middleton. Paul George making his last shot. 6 on the shot clock. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Puts one up from 19. George with the defensive effort.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
For Milwaukee, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. DiVincenzo against Zubac. Here's Giannis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here is George to the inside. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. Middleton for 3, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Right side, George. The feed to Leonard. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Leonard. Kennard, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Connaughton's checked in, and here's Middleton after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Here's Holiday. That one goes. Count it.
I mean, few guards absorb contact as well as Holiday. In fact, he often delivers as much punishment as he takes.
Now here's Rondo. Outside for Batum. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Not going to go that time. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 4. The pass to Middleton. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. It's George on the wing. Cousins. Great positioning on the putback.
DeMarcus is an enforcer on the offensive end. He has all the tools to dominate night in and night out.
Outside Holiday. Kept alive.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Rondo passes to George. Feeds it to Batum. And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks lead by 4. And with regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2. Now here is Holiday. Connaughton passes to Holiday. Passes it to Tucker. 5 to shoot. They get a hand on it. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. The finish, throws down the breakaway jam.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Forbes the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Connaughton. Back to DiVincenzo. It's Portis, high post. Cousins is there. Shot clock at 6. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. Forbes the pass to Tucker. Oturu with the rebound. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Now here's Cousins. Pass to Oturu. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And it's tied up with that one. A different look for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Cousins. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Kennard. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Pass to Portis. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And for the Clippers, they're shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Inside, stolen by Tucker. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. That shot off. Morris with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Oturu. To the inside. Pocket 6. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. They need this. Rebound by the Clippers.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Beautiful by Bobby Portis. Catches it in rhythm, and we know about the confidence he has.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. From 18 feet away. Count that one. Leonard's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Clippers.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter, didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them, and now they're showing what they can do offensively.
Now here's Portis on the wing, DiVincenzo. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here we go, one-on-one. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Now here is Holiday. And the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Outside, George. 30 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Giannis passes to Holiday. And here is DiVincenzo. Holiday up top. He's covered by Rondo. Good. Holiday's got his second basket of the night.
We know Drew likes to get to the rim, but he's developed a mid-range jumper for when the defense is playing him that way.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And how about the effort? You did think a little contact would prevent.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that's going to do it for us here.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the power forward. Now here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Kicks to George. Dishes to Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's George. 7 points in the game. Pass to Leonard. Beyond the arc. No good that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Lobbed up there for Lopez. It's stolen by Morris. It's tipped. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I know this coaching staff loves seeing Lopez play a physical brand of basketball, even if it means he has to take a few knocks here and there.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Bucks also with the sub. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here is George. He kicks it to Cousins. Just 5 to shoot. George finds Morris. Los Angeles with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Forbes the pass to Holiday. Over Beverly. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. And yes, it's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Beverly against Howard. Beverly the pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Holiday the pass to Forbes. Back to Holiday. Dish now to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Leonard after the basket by Milwaukee. And it's Beverly missing.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Middleton the pass to Giannis. Count it. And now it's a 9-point Bucks lead. Your son, Cole, Greg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Now here's Giannis. That one falls.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And the Bucks making a change here. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Clippers trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Rondo. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
What precision from Rondo. Even when he gets knocked around, he keeps his focus and nails the shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Now here's Teague. Giannis outside. Here's the pass to Portis. Here is Forbes. And to Kumbo inside. Working on Zubac. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Jackson down low. Passes it to Oturu. Now here's Kennard. Defense is right there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's deflected. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Mann's got 5 points so far. 15 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Outside, out of the Kumbo. With 4 seconds on the clock. And Giannis throws it down.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills. And tonight, it's been about the score. He's put this offense on his back.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. They've got P.J. Tucker. Teague out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Nora in at the small forward. Teague finds DiVincenzo. And here is Portis. Shoots from the high post. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Jackson against Teague. Now here's Zubats. And here's Kennard. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Bucks leading by 7. Teague dishes to Tucker. Jackson against Teague. Portis kicks to Teague. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Batum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Reggie Jackson.
And as you would expect from the way he plays, Teague is a terrific free throw shooter.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Jackson against Teague. Jackson passes to Kennard. Off target with his 3. The Bucks shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Up top, Portis pulls it up. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Portis has got the lead up to 11 now for Milwaukee.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Here's Jackson, and the layup is good. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Teague kicks to Portis, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Bounce pass, Holiday. Down low from 8. And that one, good. And the Bucks lead by 11.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Giannis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis, and the layup's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 21.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Leonard looking over the floor. Here's Zubats. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. Lopez left side. Shoots over Zubats. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Leonard on the wing. And that one drops for him.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Middleton the pass to Lopez. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And now the Clippers on the break. And the dunk by Zubats.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful assist.
Holiday with it. Over Beverly. The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's the Clippers. They trail by 9 points. Beverly for 3. The shot, no good. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Lets the 3 fly, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Couldn't have been more obvious about it. That's just a lack of discipline, not the way you're taught to do it.
And here's Morris for 3. But they recover it. Leonard kicks to Beverly. The 3. No good that time. Can't connect. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A solid win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.